Chief Minister Nongthong Biren gives clarion call for good mindset to elect efficient representatives to bring good government during Go to Village 2.0 in Zirbam district. NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma says NPP condemns hooliganism and poll-related violences. Sangma says NPP will never ally with unconstitutional political parties. Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha National President LS Tejasvi Surya says BJP Youth Morcha will play key role in gaining absolute majority for BJP in upcoming state election. Many goods trucks being stranded along national highways due to indefinite economic blockade called by ADSUM in connection with ADC bill. Public appeal to call off a blockade. Manipur reports 50 new COVID-19 cases, 40 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 2.32%. India adds 7,579 fresh COVID-19 cases, 12,202 recoveries and 236 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.32%. And people pay homage to war prisoners of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 deported to Andaman and Nicobar Island on their 130th anniversary of exile. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Chief Minister Nongthong Biren has given a clarion call to have good mindset to elect efficient representatives to bring a good government. Addressing the Go to Village 2.0 program organized by District Administration Zirbam at Ziri College Playground in Kadamtala today, the Chief Minister said good citizens will elect good representatives. The Chief Minister stressed that Go to Village program was launched to enhance public government ties and appeals to citizens of the state to avail the facilities provided during the program like CMHT and other welfare schemes. During his visit to the district located at the western fringe of the state bordering Assam, N. Biren also inaugurated Nongshaba Thong, that is a western gate of Manipur, besides dedicating a Bailey suspension bridge to the public through video conference. The bridge was constructed over the Barak River at Tipaimuk to connect Taitu and Paipunmun in Frizol district at an estimated cost of 706 lakh rupees. The Chief Minister expressed discontentment upon seeing the deplorable condition of Ziri-Tipaimuk Road and the road leading to Ziri College. He instructed the relevant department officials to repair the roads at the earliest. Rajya Sabha MP and titular King Lashema Sanajauba, Deputy Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Kongkham Robindro, Agriculture and Veterinary Minister Olukhoi, Education and Fishery Minister Sorokhaibam Rajan, Zirbam MLA MD Asabuddin and top government officials took part in the event. Various items under various welfare schemes were distributed to beneficiaries on the occasion.
ओजासिंग नजु मुएबा अखोई एमएलए सिंग आई ट्रांसफर तौद्रदि भोट पिरोय अदुदा कोइना क्वाइ की बसी भोट नेबा एमएलए मिनिस्टर न क्वाइ की बसी भोट नेबा भोट पिरोय हरेबना ट्रांसफर तो तौरे तो सोम ओजा लेखरे ओजासिंग न मसी एमएलए द सपी गनो ट्रांसफर तौनो बगी आई जो एमएलए न लामिने एमएलए ने याद रे सो सीएम होइद मिने सुम यारे अदुदा ने सोडि सिस्टम से चेन रिएक्शन ने लाइस चेन रिएक्शन ने अदुना प्रजा हे भाग ताद्रि बाबा स्टेबल ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग जो कोइ थिंगबा गमोय Hujik amata leite police. Sing the police leite ma mayam to port mayam ni thambiu labra ingon de lae recommend tawda ya de moina mantri ne pore MLA ne pora ne isu tawda ya de ne loi pusal ifam rung paile isu. He hai ro moi transfer tawda report phangaro en. Adna praja na bhat ta de bo MLA phani kai kan biru. MLA phatri bo sarkar pharo shi ya bi.
National People's Party NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma has stated that the party condemns hooliganism and poll-related violences. He was speaking at the closing event of Ningol Chakoba programs, which began on November 13 under the initiative of NPP intending candidate of Kurai Assembly constituency, Laitonjam Jayananda at Ima Chingjuroi B. Shanglen in Kurai Konzamlekai today. A meeting on the upcoming state election was also held on the occasion. Condemning the recent poll-related violences in the state, Conrad K. Sangma expressed discontentment that some political parties are responsible in bringing unrest in the state. He called upon members of political parties to respect each other. He reiterated that NPP's top priority is to safeguard the cultural identity of indigenous population of the northeast states, including Manipur, and the same will be included in the party manifesto. He appeals to vote for Laitonjam Jayananda to bring a new chapter of development in the constituency.
और मुझे दुख है कि आज कुछ पार्टी के लोग, कुछ एमएलएस, कुछ लीडर्स आज गलत रास्ता लेके गलत चीजों का इस्तेमाल करके आज पॉलिटिक्स खेल रहे हैं। ये हमारे यूथ के लिए एक बहुत गंदा एग्जाम्पल है और इसको हम लोग एज अ पार्टी हम कंडेम करते हैं। और यही एक नहीं, बहुत सारे ऐसे हादसे हुए हैं जहां पे हमारी पार्टी के लोगों को अटैक किया गया है, एनपीपी के लोगों को अलग अलग तरीके से धमकी दिया गया है। ये भी हमें एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है। हम लोग नहीं चाहते कि हमारे पॉलिटिक्स में और मणिपुर में फिर से जैसे पहले था, जिसको हमारे डिप्टी सीएम साहब ने जब वो डीजी थे किस तरीके से इसको सुधारा, किस तरीके से काम करके मणिपुर में शांति लेके आए, आज उसी शांति को कुछ लोग खराब करने में, बर्बाद करने में कोशिश कर रहे हैं। ये हम कभी नहीं होने देंगे और इसे हम कभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे और हम एज अ पार्टी वी कंडेम सच एक्टिविटी बीइंग डन बाय अदर्स एंड आई वुड अर्ज द पीपल ऑफ मणिपुर टू राइज अबव दीस काइंड ऑफ पेटी पॉलिटिक्स दैट अदर पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आर प्लेइंग।
Speaking at the event, Laitonjam Jayananda alleged that Kurai MLA and his volunteers had obstructed his Ningol Chakoba celebration with women folk of the constituency, which was attended by the party national president, by pulling down party flags and welcome gates. He condemned such act as violation of democratic rights. Jayananda assured of reviving Kurai Girls High School, which has been already merged with Lamnong Higher Secondary School, if he won the upcoming election. NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joy Kumar, President N. Kaishi, Working President L. Jenta Kumar, NPP National General Secretary Thomas Sangma, Youth National President Ratika Yumnam, and many NPP intending candidates attended the event.
Iran Thirpagi Chalibai volunteer sing do Honorable MLA Masana Laga Masal Power Sijinadana Sakti Bulana Sijidana Miamgi Adumba Mihudne Haraga Daita Masat Hangdaba Policing Yauraga Aigi volunteers in Bo Esal Torokiba Purakiba Zerakiba Gari Boba Tugaidana Ojik Police Station the Lady Vase Masi Amarum the Hiragadi Democracy Bu Ikai Nadava Ma Masa Yauna Heta physically Esal Torokibase. It is very unfortunate. Miam Mihudama Wajaragadi, Ma Dona, Daita Masak Kangdaba, Powerful Lan Sinaba, Sigumaba, Matung Hookdaba Todokche, Aidi, Tongse, Imai Bed, Janjing Bordagi, Adugumba, Daita Mihudi, Wajarakungi.
NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma has assured that the party will strive its best to bring a new government in Manipur as desired by the citizens. Speaking at the one-day election-related meeting for the NPP candidate of Singjumai Assembly Constituency, Oinam Roman, Conrad K. Sangma condemned that NPP candidates and members had been attacked by other political parties' members. He said NPP has lost trust in the other parties because of their unexpected attitude. The national NPP president declared that the party will never go hand-in-hand with any political party which acts beyond the country's laws. While speaking at the event, National Vice President of NPP cum Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar said NPP gives party tickets to those candidates who are well aware of the Indian Constitution and laws. He said the politicians who were against free and fair elections are now creating ruckus in the assembly. He urged all the intending candidates to stop abusing power to win votes, while NPP intending candidate of Singjumai Assembly Constituency or Roman encouraged electorates of Singjumai Assembly Constituency to vote for NPP to bring welfare in the constituency and especially to uplift women and youths. President of NPP Manipur and Kaishi, NPP National General Secretary Thomas Sangma, National Youth President Ratika Yumnam and several NPP intending candidates were also present at the meet. Well, NPP intending candidate of Langtabal Assembly Constituency, Karam Nabakishore, has assured that enhancing education sector will be his utmost priority if voted to power in the upcoming state general election. He was speaking at the one-day political meeting held in the presence of National President of NPP, Conrad K. Sangma, at Langtabal Assembly Constituency today. Nabakishore added that he will work for public welfare regardless of winning or losing the election. He also stressed that youth play a crucial role in shaping the nation. He urged the public to approach the party for any issue without any hesitation. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar and various NPP intending candidates also attended the event.
Sotharaba, Dongi, the Makta Kaliba, Panamaxing Chianga, Malayam Sida Sotari Panamasi, Kalaga, I get cut off the Pandamasida, I Nantaki, Laka of elections at Tanakadavani, I Arabic Punsisu, New Bigdamakta, Sabata Sakandamta, I cut off Galena, I Tauzaga Pamasini, Adabo, Sotareba, Landaban Kendrigi, Ujik Lariba, Isingida, Sporkida, Satana Harongida, Edukasanda, Lambi Tonga. Even medical sector aina aher miyang changdana jut singja and aher miyang thamjagan haba yopa masina ai maruwebani.
Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha National President cum Lok Sabha MP LS JOYSHREE Surya has stated that BJP Youth Morcha will play a significant role in gaining absolute majority for BJP in the upcoming election to form BJP government. He was speaking at the one-day youth convention cum BJYM Manipur Yuva rally organized by BJYM Moirang Mandal at INA Hall today. The Lok Sabha MP led a bike rally from Phubala Bazar till the INA. Participants paid floral tributes at the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at the INA complex. National General Secretary BJYM cum MP Raju Bista, Moirang MLA P. Sarachandra, Oinam MLA L. Radhakishore, ex-MLA M. Prithviraj, BJP Manipur Pradesh Vice President M. Ashni Kumar, District President R.K. Bimola and BJP supporters took part in the event.
I only want to request all of you that in the coming elections, we are very sure of winning a complete majority Bharatiya Janata Party government in Manipur. The news of bunds, hartals, violence is a thing of the past. Manipur is moving fast towards a decade of progress, prosperity and all-inclusive development. Modi ji और बीरेन्द्र सिंह जी के नेतृत्व में सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास यही मंत्र लेकर मणिपुर तेज गति से प्रगति की ओर बढ़ रहा है. All of us must ensure that this pace of development will only be increased.
Indefinite economic blockade called by All Manipur Tribal Students Union Manipur ATSUM on national highways over the ADC bill has crippled normal life. Many heavily loaded trucks are being stranded along the highways. Meanwhile, all Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union and Surface Transport Hills and Valley Drivers Union members have provided food and drinking water to drivers and handymen of more than 200 trucks being stranded from Mao to Khoijuman area. Union General Secretary Maimom Anil Maitei highlighted the plights facing the drivers and handymen and appeals to Bandh supporters not to harm them or their vehicles. He also drew the attention of the state government to settle the issue at the earliest. ATSUM has imposed the blockade along Imphal Dimapur, Imphal Zirbam and Imphal Moray roads against state government's failure to table the Manipur Hill Areas ADC Bill 2021 recommended by Hills Area Committee in the State Assembly since November 22nd.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯕꯗꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯜ ꯄꯨꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯔꯥꯞꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯒꯨꯋꯥꯍꯥꯇꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯏꯕ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯣꯔꯣꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯥꯃꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯩꯊꯦꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯆꯤꯟ ꯀꯣꯏꯌꯥ ꯊꯨꯡꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯆꯤꯡꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯊꯛꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯂꯥꯡꯊꯛꯅ ꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯄꯨꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯂꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯋꯥ ꯑꯅꯥ ꯇꯥꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯧꯔꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯠꯇꯅꯕ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯥꯡꯂꯕ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯂꯝꯕꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯝꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯔ ꯍꯦꯟꯗꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯇꯥꯊꯤ ꯇꯥꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯂꯝꯁꯥꯡ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯕ ꯎꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯊꯤ ꯇꯥꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ.
Various civil bodies have appealed to ATSUM to revoke their economic blockade along the national highways. Youth Volunteer Association Palel, Social Development Organization Palel, Youth Development Organization Palel, Palel Maira Paibi Associations and Advanced Women Society Awang Sekmai demand all Tribal Students Union Manipur ATSUM to call off the ongoing indefinite economic blockade at the earliest, while Lamlong Kaitil Pambi Apunba warns ATSUM that it will impose counter-economic blockade in the valley area if the indefinite blockade is not lifted at the earliest.
Hujik pali belengak sina su cinggi makta suki mati hona kado we pien dri lusin singmi gi tami gi sama ne hadana sing da kudung saba si sama ne yeng ne na pagi one bel siam ne yenga I simak da moi na hinjan la pachiri hinjan mira kanu sin lau sing do bloke da go matam kitak da thado piu hazana chi na la mina sis Manipur kai su ga yaro Manipur da lenga ani tham yaro lenga ani tham sa di noi ya ma phoi ya mai do tawira kanu kitak da bloke da hang do piu na tra di kai thian si da na kurai mai ke yo na akan ba I ho ma sagala kan
Manipur ani ai tàu mà xe khơi gia đình đấy mà xe hàng tàu nát ra cái gì khơi cầu trời progress tàu cái ní khơi xem xa đấy anh nói mà xe khơi tất cả hàng tàu nát ra cái gì rồi xử lý và lắng hình cái đó mà đi phụ tập cái lối này lại bằng cái ní mà tụ miễn chẳng cái ní khơi liên là tháo rồi
cái gì mà xe khơi cái gì đó tàu cái parliament đó mà sao nào cái gì này đó tàu cái ba làm là cả rồi.
JCLPS continues carrying out drive to check outsiders staying in the state without a valid inner line permit at various places of the Imphal city. JCLPS members along with Manipur police personnel carried out drives at Masjid Road in Imphal city today. 50 non-Manipuris without valid permits were nabbed and handed over to city police. Speaking to media, JCLPS convener BK Morangcha appeals to the government to look into the matter and implement the system effectively.
Aikoi Manipur lenga ki mafamda JCLPS ki maikedi thamjaning wafamdi nomagi loibu khamdai dana aikoi na sum thagal ba thengle yo mayam singche masi makhata na amona ju masi ki laitana ba mai rinu ta om to singna rinu to piu pass pi do singna pass pi thong na ba loisan na bhona biu Manipur channel besigumba regulation ki ain cha masi mapung phana fajana yamna effective oina masi fajana aikoi chalan hamgi lamakta Manipur lenga ki maikedi yamna section na thu matam na thabak ki packet.
Manipur government has reportedly failed to release 500 crore rupees meant for pensioners. Speaking to media at pensioners office at Pishumthong in Imphal today, Vice President of Manipur State Pensioners Union and Manipur Government Services Federation L. Sharat claimed the same. He said government has held back pension funds for the past 2 years, bringing much plights in running their families. He said the government has failed to release their rightful benefits such as GPF, final withdrawal, leave salary and arrears payment. Sharad appeals to all the pensioners to attend a meeting to address their grievances at the pensioners' office in Pishumthong on November 30 at 2 p.m.
Miwa pension bango tamda sakana pipi benefit GPF finance withdrawal masi masagi pesani masi ki pesa ki finance withdrawal se jo masi pending le bi yaure lip salary ya bajina masi jo koi pensioner jing piwa benefit amani adoga gratuity payment abaji jo adoga accommodation sini adoga area jina 7 pay division to tringai ki mamang da retire to bigra ba karmachari singi moi ki pension ji jo revise to moi de area pifam thopuni hajari ba masi ki area piwa ki amount ji jo masi jo phangda dana many retired persons mayam amana masi ki 7 pay ki division ki benefit se masi phangdam ki khudong sa se masi mayok na ri ben khangja bado je 500 crore ki backlog se masi pitok na koi leire ha se koi tajare our main concern is the grievances of the pensioner retired or mi edu ki ma ki pension benefit kono phangda bai se mi koding Manipur sarkar ki service tor koding economically low well up koi banate hajari.
Now we have today's COVID update. Manipur added 50 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 2,146 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 2.32%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,25,007. Active cases are 687. One COVID-19 patient from Imphal East district died in the past 24 hours. Death toll stands at 1,963. On the positive note, 40 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,22,357. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 97.88%. Now with that, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
K Center, global leader in CAD CAM CAE education comes to Imphal. Engineering amadi architecture gi student amadi professional singda latest module da training piri.
K Center initiation Sagurban Moirang Lerak Machin.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव का मरी लेना मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की मखादा ब्यूरो ऑफ एनर्जी इफिशिएंसी अमदी एनएसपी शिना सिंधुना नेशनल पेंटिंग कॉम्पिटिशन ऑन एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन 2021 पांथोकलगनी तोंगान तोंगान बे ग्रुप अनि थोकना क्लास 5 तगे 7 फावगिना ग्रुप ए अमदी क्लास 8 तगे 10 फावगिना ग्रुप बी हाइना खाइदोकुना एनर्जी इफिशिएंसी इंडिया अमदी क्लीनर प्लैनेट हाइगा टॉपिक दा पांथोकदबनी लास्ट डेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन नवंबर 20 रजिस्ट्रेशन अमदी अकुपा मरोल गिदमक www.b-studentsaward.in दगी खंगलबया
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 7,579 fresh COVID-19 cases, 12,202 recoveries and 236 deaths in the past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have dropped to 1,13,584. Total recovered cases have reached 3,39,46,749 and recovery rate stands at 98.32%. Death toll has reached 4,66,147. Over 117 crore 63 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 25 crore 85 lakh 69,000 people. Above 51 lakh 78,000 people have died and recoveries are above 23 crore 40 lakh 61,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 93 lakh 19,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. The 130th anniversary of war heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 deported to Andamans and Nicobar Islands was observed today. United Tongtas organized the memorial event at BT Park near Imphal Polo Ground. Langthabal MLA Karam Sham and Professor of Economics Department, Manipur University, graced the event, which was attended by descendants of the unsung heroes, media fraternity, and other eminent persons. Attendees paid floral tributes and homage to the war heroes at the Memorial Complex of Exiled Heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891, located at the park. Addressing the gathering, MLA Karam Sham assured of trying his best to let the state government organize the memorial event to honor the war heroes. It may be mentioned that 23 war prisoners of the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891, including Maharaj Kulachandra, were exiled to the Port Blair jail in the island. Speaking at the event, President of United Tongtas and Organizing Committee Convener Chongtham Tomba said that they have been holding the memorial service in honor of the war heroes every year. He appeals to the state government to hold the memorial service for the unsung heroes in years to come. He also appealed to acknowledge and give a befitting place to the unsung heroes in the history of Manipur.
Thongna Farba Alamal Singh, Mogi Kato Patanane, Akui Manipuria Punba Saktam, Oji Kalaga Laiba, Akui Tiaski Puariema, the leader Glaise. Masi Aquina neglect Taude, Adubu Taubaman Bamong the Lakba Kandade, Akui society, civilizations, at the Mangi Bayabagi, Adumatanzato Lakadrini. A same by Tiase, Nathaira Tamba Suya Yaroe, record to Pangudu Kakta Natava, Akui Magis. Sadan of the Sarons roller embassies the Tawai Hang Yauna Katopa Galuina Salaga, Tijanba Kanda, at the Asiangba Langlalang in Mayama Pangani Habagi, Tazabalay.
All Loktak Lake Areas Fisheries Union Manipur Alafum observed the 10th Loktak Arson Anniversary Day during a public meeting held at Chingmairong Maninglekai Sinam Shyama Town Hall today. The observance marks the day when the state agencies torched numerous floating huts of fishermen, locally known as Pumsangs, as part of failed eviction drive in the Loktak Lake 10 years ago. Speaking at the event, Human Rights Alerts Director Bablu Loitongbam recalled that the burning of floating huts and destruction of livelihood of the fishermen community dwelling on the Loktak Lake was gross violation of right to life. He condemned a state government for carrying out the British dictatorship rule in these modern times. Bablu urged the public to protect human rights by voting for the right candidates in the upcoming election. It may be mentioned that the Loktak Development Authority LDA and the Manipur State Police carried out the arson attack on 500 floating huts of fishermen at the Loktak Lake on November 15, 2011, following an eviction notice on November 11 of the same year. The eviction drive was protested by CSOs, fishermen associations, and human rights activists of the state.
Malim ki oina chendarakliba phajaba human rights ki democracy ki leiriba ichen sidi loinamak thingjandana thamaga hanagi loilam sason ki leiriba lichat mibu mina otpa migi khusuman extract toraga magi nungaina reba sinba adugumba leader mayamna ngasi akhoi leader roidana ngasi akhoi yamna laibak thiba phiba mamada ngasi lei akhoi gi yummai thakibada ngasi thengnariba awabado madugi nungai tabado akhoi ngasi sizinaraga akhoi makhata na akhoi gi mihut kumain khanni makhata na akhoi gi common properties mayam se kamaina common joina thamni mayam punna nungai binaba yaba mongda akhoi development kumain tawni mapan dagi are mapa mayam captive market amoina akhoi onthorak pase masi yade haiba akhoi punna kholau lawmina darkar oi.
Proscribed KCP condoles the demise of its Deputy Finance Secretary Ngasepam Athoba Mitei, who passed away at 53 from an illness on November 21st. He was a resident of Thamaiban Yumnam Lekai, Imphal. Press release signed by the outfit's Secretary in charge, Information and Publicity, S. Mangal, informed that his final rites were performed with party members paying revolutionary salute at KCP headquarters and various units. USHAM card registration camp was organized under the initiative of intending candidate of Wangkai Assembly constituency Arun Kumar Thangjam at Nongwebung Pung today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had launched USHAM scheme to benefit country's unorganized workers. 38-day-long cleanup campaign 2021 to be conducted in Tentha and Mairen Khul of Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituency was kicked off today. The campaign, which will carry out till December 31st, kick-started with a public rally. Congress intending candidate of Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituency, come former Minister Morangtim Hemanta, flagged off the campaign, wherein Congress workers will conduct cleanliness drive. On the other hand, Morangtim Hemanta expressed discontentment on the arrival of large number of police personnel at the event, allegedly intimidating the participants. Swavalamban Silai Teachers Residential Training Program, which began on November 15 for Bishnupur District, concluded today. The program was held at the Conference Hall of Bishnupur Municipal Council under the sponsorship of USHAM International, with People's Development Society, New Chekon Imphal as implementing partner. Altogether, 25 women from different parts of Bishnupur District attended the program. Bishnupur DC Ranjan Yumnam, PDS Chief Executive Officer T.H. Biramangol, Deputy General Manager of USHAM International Limited, Guwahati, Malay Paul, Senior Manager Manoj Kumar Sharma and Deputy Manager Sadhana Sharma attended the valedictory event. As a part of Special Summary Revision SSR 2022 under sweep, a District Electoral Officer DC Taubal A. Subhas IAS distributed I Am Ready to Vote T-shirts to participants of one-day training program of youths on Clean Village, Green Village today. Sweep Taubal Nehru Yuva Kendra Taubal and NSS units of YK College jointly organized the event at YK College Hall, Wangjing, Taubal today. Range Range Forest Officer, Kakching Range, Taubal Forest Division, and Munal District Youth Officer, Sweep Nodal Officer, Taubal Michael T. Mate, Associate Professor, HOD of Mathematics, YK College, K. Thoiba, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, YK College, E. Budhi, and former Principal and HOD of Education Department, YK College, Dr. S. Birahari, graced the event as the resource persons. Second ATM booth under Tuibong SBI branch was inaugurated today at Marveng in Churachandpur district. ADC Churachandpur S. Khaiko Pao Ngaite inaugurated the ATM booth in the presence of SBI branch manager Tuibong and other civil leaders. Speaking on the occasion, as Khaiko Pao Ngaite expressed happiness that the ATM booth will benefit the local residents. SBI has installed 16 ATM booths in Churachandpur district till date. All Manipur Muslim Organizations Coordinating Committee said that the prevailing issue among residents of Chingkham and Muslims residing in the vicinity over Chingkham Ching is like a family matter, and that any Muslim organization at the state level must not intervene the matter at present. Press release from Amuko clarified that it has not attended any meeting held in connection with Chingkham Ching dispute. It maintained that there is no possibility of a crisis erupting out of the issue since the matter has already reached a law court, and appealed to all those concerned to settle the issue in a peaceful manner. Now the sports news. The first football and volleyball knockout tournament organized by Duiga Alang surrounding villages organization kicked off today at Puching village in Tamenglong district. The tournament is being held in collaboration with Puching Youth Club on the theme to attain the highest development and unity. A former ADC member of Akui segment, Shantuyang Pamay, Vice President of Duiga Alang Surrounding Villages Organization, Aryang Panmay, among others, attended the opening ceremony. Altogether, 16 football teams, 13 volleyball teams for men and 8 women's volleyball teams are taking part in the tournament, which will conclude on November 27. In the opening football match today, Puching Village defeated Rangkung 3 by 6-1. Manipur's Kung Fu and Kickboxing team for the second Safas International Game 2021 in Kathmandu, Nepal left Manipur today. NG Sophia, wife of social worker NG Robert, flagged off the team from Singjamai Chingamathak. Technical Director, Grand Master of Asian Kickboxing NG Jeet Kumancha is leading the Manipuri team of 24 players. The tournament will begin on November 26 and will continue till the 28th of November. Assistant Engineer of Police Housing is Radha Mohan, founder of Gay Tokukai Karate Manipur, Dr. Y. Mani Kuman, Technical Director of All Manipur Kung Fu Brotherhood Union, T.H. Shantikumar, General Secretary in charge of Wushu Association of Manipur, T.H. Sunil, Technical Director of Belt Wrestling Association of Manipur, T.H. Uday Chan, Vice President of Kudo Association of Manipur, K. Babu, and General Secretary L. Singajit also took part in the flagging off event. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren gives clarion call for good mindset to elect efficient representatives to bring good government during Go to Village 2.0 in Zirebam district. NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma says NPP condemns hooliganism and poll-related violence. Sangma says NPP will never ally with unconstitutional political parties. Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha National President LS Tejasvi Surya says BJP Youth Morcha will play a key role in gaining absolute majority for BJP in upcoming state election. Many goods trucks being stranded along national highways due to indefinite economic blockade called by ATSUM in connection with ADC bill. Public appeal to call off blockade. Manipur reports 50 new COVID-19 cases, 40 recoveries and 1 death in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 2.32%. India at 7,579 fresh COVID-19 cases, 12,202 recoveries and 236 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.32%. And people pay homage to war prisoners of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 deported to Andamans and Nicobar Island on their 130th anniversary of exile. And that's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Sri Sri Gaurachandraya Namaha. Purvashramda Ikhoi Khwai Pumnamaki Irakta Tinbiramba. Imphal ITI ki principal su oibiramba Oinam Susil Kumarna. Haukiba November Kungamathoida Mahaki Nukshijaraba. Imung Manung Shagaina Tay Khwai Pumnamak Puthadok Lamlaka. Sasidananda Chaitana Das Haiba Nam Pangjaduna Brindavan Prapti Oikre. November Kungatarukta Asti Sanchay Lokhatjaraga. Lakliba December Mari Hianga Gi Kuntrani Panba Thangjanimita Strada Din Thokle. Upalaksa Asida Ahalaman Maru Mapang Khwai Pumnamak na matam chana lengbirakuna Harinam Sarvan Taubirana ba Paujenjari ba Oinam Ombi Victoria Loinabi Oinam Arjon Elias Azon Singha Machanupa Oinam Daya Laxmi Machanupi